Ladies and gentlemen, it's me, Snoops. Obviously, you can see who this is, but man, welcome back to another video. Anyway, guys, I took a couple days to actually just grind out a little bit, and also because I had a day of work, so I actually just wanted to relax and stuff. Yesterday to grind out, and then the day before, I just literally just took some time to grind out, get a feel for the game before I tried making any more builds and come up with more ideas. And that's exactly what happened. So yesterday I was messing around in the My Player Builder because I wanted to make builds based off of players on this, and not necessarily just any players, especially players that would be kind of like a little bit more challenging to make. But I wanted to come up with a Dirk build. I was messing around with Dirk builds, then I found eventually making my way to a Domantas Sabonis type build, a post scoring, rebounding, stretching the floor out kind of big man. Now, this ain't gonna be the best big man, obviously, but this is a pretty good big, in my opinion, for the way that I make him. And a lot of my builds I literally make them for specific roles or for specific reasonings, and this is one of those builds I made pretty much just for a specific role. So let's go ahead, let's go into it. We're obviously going to stay 6'9", but we're also going to bring our wingspan down minimum just so we can get a lot of that 3-point action going here. You could also go ahead and just do 6'11" if you so choose, just because it'll just give you a little bit more on the defensive end and everything. But that's not going to stop us from just pretty much maxing out our weight here just so we can get a little bit more on the rebound. Obviously, if we're gonna do this, we can't have a 7-foot wingspan for what I'm specifically doing, and the only reason why I say that is just because we're making sure that we have a specific 3-point rating, and then we're also making sure that we are able to get a just decent stats like everywhere else. But it's like, for finishing, we're only worrying about 2 stats, and that's are the 2 stats that you see right now that have not changed: close shot, post control. We're not worrying about standing dunk, because what's going to be the point of standing dunks when post hooks are absolutely godly in this game? And also the 3-pointer, mid-range, obviously you guys know about that, and the ball handling and everything as well is something that we are focusing on as well. But obviously the defense is going to be a little bit more challenging to deal with, but you know, obviously more power to you on whatever you guys choose, but we're going to be choosing define because why not? And here is how we're going to be building this. So we're going to be maxing out close shot, and we're going to be maxing out post control. Whoops, did not mean to do that. All right, so we're post control maxing out, close shot maxing out. Obviously, we're going to be maxing out the 3-point rating, and we're going to bring mid-range to a 90, which will be maxed out if you have a 6'11" wingspan. That gives you 30 badges. I mean, that's still pretty on par with normal stuff there. Free throw, we're not going to touch until later, because they're like, obviously, if you plan on playing this, and also, we'll say, if we touch it, it's going to go to a 75. But the only reason why I would say to touch free throw at all is if you're going to be playing this build outside of 3v3, whatever the situation may be, any 3v3 modes of any kind, really, whether that is just 3v3 on park or 3v3 pro-am, you're not going to have free throws at all. So there's not going to be a point. So if you're playing 5-on-5 modes like rec in 5v5 pro-am, then I would 100%, and also not 5v5 park courts, because like I said, free throws are literally not in parks. So there's no point. If you're going to be a park player with this build, don't add free throw, but obviously add the free throw rating if you are going to be playing this on like rec center, or 5v5 pro-am, or whatever the case may be. So maxing out ball handling and speed with ball. We're not going to have the best speed with ball, but that's not really going to be the case. We're not really worrying about us having like the best ball handling either, but us having a 79 ball handling is still really, really good. And that's just default. That's literally with the default height, but minimized wingspan. Not minimized, but you sort of understand what I'm saying. Like, you lowered the wingspan a bit. So pass accuracy, we're not going to max out all the way, but we are going to make it a 92 for this specific badge right here, post playmaker. Post playmaker is a really, really good badge here. And also considering like all the other badges that we get, so it's like we have 6 to use on post playmaker, and then it's not like break starter is going to be useful here on Hall of Fame, but obviously you still have the option to if you so choose to. But obviously having this on like bronze or silver is good, so you only need to use like 1 to 2 badges really on it. And then unpluckable, obviously I would just use the 3 badge points just to throw that on silver. Quick first step, it's not like we're going to try to be a dribbler at all, but you know, it's there if you so choose to use it. Glue hands also is very, very important, throwing that with 6. So you sort of have a ton of options. Also, if you do max it out, you get the ability to get like bailout and all that stuff on Hall of Fame. But like I said, we're not really worrying about that at all. But obviously this is fine for what it is, because it's not like we're going to get a 97 pass accuracy or a 99 to get these Hall of Fame. You don't really need them Hall of Fame, honestly, but having them on gold will be kind of nice to have. Like I said, mix and match. Obviously the 2 main Hall of Fame badges that you want to use out of these 3 is post playmaker, glue hands. The only reason why we have the 92 pass accuracy to begin with, and also the ball handling. The fact that we get a 79 ball handling is great, so we can get that glue hands. So just in case we get the ball passed to us or we have to pass out, we're just able to do that pretty easily without any problems. But yeah, bullet passer, timer, post playmaker, glue hands, unpluckable, needle threader, those are going to be like your main important badges out of all these badges here, because we're not focusing this build to actually be a dribbler. Like I said, we're focusing on this build to be more of a role type of build. Like your role is to stretch the floor out while being able to get in the paint to post score, but also grabbing rebounds. And that is what Domantas Sabonis is known for, is just being a really good rebounder, because he's literally a triple double threat. He's able to score inside. He's able to grab boards. He's able to play, make, and get assists. He is a triple double threat. Julius Randle, same situation there, who has really improved last season. So yeah, Julius Randle just becoming a player sort of like this, where he's able to stretch the floor out, able to score on the inside, play, make a bit, grab boards and such. So yeah, like there's a couple similarities there in between those 2 players. But we're going to be maxing this out here just because we can. We're going to bring this up to a 90 strength just so we can, you know, get more strength to post score and all that. We're going to be maxing that out. That gives us a 51 acceleration. And I'm going to bring this up to an 87 here. And how we exactly did this was the fact that we sort of min-maxed our rebounding. So if we did it exactly how I did it before, we would be able to do this here. And it's like, it just depends on what you choose, because it's not like you're going to get the rebound chaser on gold unless you sacrifice your shooting a bit anyway. And then also, it's not like we are going to 100% worry about intimidator, because you don't fucking need intimidator. I'm just gonna say this right now, you don't need intimidator. You only need like bronze rim protector. Bronze intimidator still works, trust me, because I actually had my paint beast. If you guys remember my paint beast, my first build video that I made, he's goated, man. I mean, just defense in general is goated. You don't need to be a really, really, really great defender in order to defend, especially in the paint. As long as you have a high enough block rating to get that rim protector, you're gonna be goated. Intimidator on bronze, you know, like I said, just defense is great in general. You don't need intimidator. By all means, throw it on, but yeah, I mean, you don't really 100% need it. But we get the pogo stick, which is definitely important. We get gold rebound chaser, which is still good enough. And if you guys so choose to, you guys have defensive leader to throw on as well. Maybe brick wall if you want to play the pick and roll bit. It just depends on how you want to play it, obviously. But yeah, so there is that. And then usually how I did it before was I threw I threw a free throw on, but I'm not sure why it's not letting me this time. I think it's just because of this right here. So yeah, it's literally just because of that, because everything else is pretty much the same here. So throw that up to 75, which gives us that. So it's like you can choose to get the 98 rebound. I would definitely say if you are going to be a park player, sacrifice all of that. Like literally sacrifice everything to get your rebounding. I will even sacrifice that right there. I guess I really can't. But I would literally sacrifice some of my stats here just to see if I can even get more stats. But literally, like I said, I would sacrifice stats just so I can get my 98 defensive rebound, if you so choose to anyway. But if you don't want to play this as a park only build, and pretty much the main reason why I thought of this build to begin with was, well, literally because of playing online and such. Literally, how we're going to be doing this is we're going to be doing the free throw. So doing the free throw is definitely good if you're going to be playing rec center, obviously, because you're going to be playing the big man position. You're going to be in the paint. If you go up for shots and you're getting fouled and you don't have a free throw, what's going to be the point? But I mean, obviously, like I said, if you are going to be playing park only with this build, then just eliminate free throw. If you are going to be playing rec center or 5v5 pro am, go ahead and add the free throw. Obviously, for primary takeover, we have the ability to get shot creator, takeovers, sharpshooters, post scorers, glass cleaners. Me personally, though, because I'm wanting to be more of a playmaker here, I would not add sharpshooter takeover. If I'm playing on the park, then I would add sharpshooter takeovers, obviously. But for 5v5 rec center and all that, for like the role that this build is made for, glass clearing dimes obviously would be one, and then obviously post playmaking would be another one as well. Just so we can have that for a role type of build. We can still stretch the floor out if we want to. It's not like we're gonna have takeover though. It's not like you need takeover, but being able to help out your teammates from the paint is just really insane for this build. Obviously, we're gonna back this out of here. Playmaking 3 level 2-way. I feel like that's just a decent build. Zach Randolph, another great power forward, big man that's able to stretch the floor out and be able to play make a little bit. Yeah, shout out to Zach Randolph, Domantas, and Julius Randle. I mean, that, like, honestly, that's a pretty good for what I was trying to build. This is a pretty good comparison for the players anyway. So anyway, that's going to be it for this video, guys. Let me know what you guys think of this build. Playmaking 3 level 2-way into power forward position. You're a little bit oversized, in my opinion, because a lot of power forwards are going to be like 6'7". A lot of power forwards are going to be like taller than that, maybe. It just depends on what you run against. Like if you're running against like 2-way stretch glass cleaners, they could be taller. I don't know how to make a 2-way stretch glass cleaner because I just do not want to play meta, and I refuse to try to make a 2-way stretch glass cleaner because of, like I said, meta. I'm not a meta player, honestly. I just try to come up with builds that are fun, and playing meta is honestly not fun for me. Like, it's just not fun at all. But anyway, let me know what you guys think of this build in the comment section below. Make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed. Hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. And anyway, that'll be it for me. I'll see you all in the next one. Later, everybody.